So students, we are going to study science and this is for class 8. So let's start. Our first chapter is crop production and management. So first of all, before starting the chapter, I would like you all to write the definitions. Crops. What are crops? When plants of the same type are grown in an area on a large scale, it is known as a crop. So when plants of the same type of plants are grown on an area in large scale, in very big quantity, it is known as crop. Agriculture. Agriculture is the art or practice of cultivating the land and growing plants over it. It is called agriculture. So agriculture is the art or practice of cultivating the land for growing crops. The word agriculture comes from the Latin word agricultura, where agri means field and cultiva means cultivation. So please write down these definitions. And in this chapter of crop production and management, we will learn differentiate between Kharif and Rabi crops. We will be able to differentiate between Rabi and Kharif crops. There are generally two types of crops, monsoon and summer crops. They are denoted as Kharif and Rabi crops. And next, we'll describe the uses of different implements in agriculture. So what are the implements? What are the different machines, you can say, that is used in agriculture? We can be able to discuss the benefits of different sowing methods. Seeds are sown for growing crops, so there are different sowing methods of seeds so that the crops can grow properly. We can differentiate between manures and fertilizers. Manures and fertilizers are used in crop production. Compare traditional and modern methods of irrigation. Irrigation means watering the plants, watering the crops. So there are two different types of methods. One is traditional and one is modern. So we will compare these two methods of irrigation, methods of watering the plant. Explain the importance of weed control. Weed are unwanted plants which take over all the nutrients from our growing crops. So how to control these weeds from destroying our crops. Identify the various post-harvest practices. After growing crops, we harvest the crop, so we will be able to identify the various post-harvest practices. That means how to store the grains which are being cultivated, and discuss the basic of organic farming and animal husbandry. All organisms need food for their survival. Food provides them the energy required for carrying out various life processes. While plants can make their own food, animals and humans cannot make their own food. They are dependent on other organisms for their food. Some animals eat only plants, while some eat only the flesh of other animals. There are some animals that eat both plants and flesh of other animals. We humans depend on both plants and animals for food. However, most of our food comes from plants. Early humans were hunters and gatherers. They traveled from one place to another in search of food and shelter. They mostly ate raw fruits or hunted animals. Gradually, they learned to cultivate lands in order to grow crops. Growing crops increased the availability of food. It helped them feed the growing population throughout the year. The practice of cultivating the land and growing plant over it is called agriculture. All living organisms need food for their survival. That is true. Food gives us energy to do work. Food helps us to stay alive, stay healthy. We require food for various life processes. Plants are only living organisms that make their own food. Only green plants can make their own food. Other than plants, animals and human beings cannot make their own food. They are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their food. There are many animals that eat only plants. There are many animals that eat plant eating animals. So here also animal is dependent on plant for the food. There are many animals that eat both plants and animals. We humans eat both plants and animals. However, our most of the food comes from plants. Early humans were hunters and gatherers. That is true. If you have read SST, then you can see there that early man, they hunted the animals, they ate raw vegetables and fruits. Gradually they learned to cultivate land in order to grow crops, and growing crops increased the availability of food. As soon as they started to grow crops, it increased the availability of food, and it also helped them feed the growing population throughout the year. And they started practicing agriculture. The practice of cultivating the land and growing plants over it is called agriculture. You have written the definition. So what is agriculture? The practice of cultivating the land and growing plants over it is called agriculture. So food is very important for us. Plants are only living organisms that make their own food. We human beings and animals, directly or indirectly, are dependent on plants for our food. Early human beings hunted and gathered food. Gradually, they started to cultivate the land to grow crops, and growing crops increased their availability of food, and it also helped them for feeding the growing population. Crops. To meet the food demands of a large population, we need to grow plants on large scale. Since most of our food comes from plants, so to meet the food demands of a large population, we need to grow more plants on large scale. And when plants of same type are grown in an area on a large scale, it is known as crop. So a rice crop refers to a large number of rice plants grown over an agricultural field. Rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, pearl, millet, soya bean, potato are some of the common food crops grown around the world. So these are some common food crops that are grown around the world. So this was some introduction of crop production and management. We have learned how animals and human beings are dependent directly or indirectly on plants for their food, and how humans started cultivating the land for crop and water crops. And the next is types of crops, and this we will see in next class. Thank you.